just gotten set up. I've just, across the river, I've seen someone with a flashlight just walking. I was like literally walking down to the river to brush my teeth, just call it a night. And now I've just gotten like sent into paranoia.
It's a casual Tuesday in a gorgeous town, man. Where are we going? Perdón. Shit, man. Perdón. Constitución. Esa. Shit, man. I don't understand them. ¿Estoy siguiendo los coches o no? Okay, gracias. It's an absolute vibe. Just where there's only corner stores, it's not huge on commercial businesses. Like this might be your only shot at a supermarket. Smell of like fireplace in the air as well. Awesome. Oh, and there's cherry on top. There's a fuel station. A little sneaky one, but that's all we need. Awesome. What's the price? I don't even show you. That's how low key it is. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Ah, perdón. Tal vez estoy en el otro lado, pero es en el otro lado. ¿Está bien? Gracias. 132 a liter, so that's like $2 a liter USD. Perdón.
¿Cuánto necesita?
Lleno, entonces es tal vez como 4 litros atrás y de 93 y tengo un bidón también. How cool. So we're just sending on out of this small town, and Chile's slightly more chill. At the same, like my stress levels are lower in Chile simply because in Bolivia we had the issue of getting charged international rates at some places. Even though I had a Bolivian vehicle, if I wanted to fill up the big blue in the back, because my tank's tiny, I had to pay an international rate because I couldn't show a residency printout paper. That's kind of what you had to leave with the gas station if you wanted to pay the local rate. In Argentina, especially towards the end when we were leaving the country, there was a fuel shortage and there was fuel maximums. You couldn't leave with 10 liters, 20 liters at some places. 1 week in Argentina could be something, and with inflation you get charged something far better or far worse a week later, you know? Especially depending on the area. So it kept you on your toes a bit throughout Bolivia and Argentina, but through Chile it's all very, yeah, it's consistent, I guess, but consistent reminds me of my country, and it's like I do love the excitement and the adrenaline of I'm gonna get to the next town, but will there be fuel or not? Is it gonna be a blockade or not? We do love a cheeky protest. Nothing like cooling down the engine and chatting with the locals with a bit of mate while you're stuck at a blockade. This is probably a couple hours since my last recording. I'm just driving and I look to my right, there's the ocean. What do you know? And that's why it's like, yeah, a bit breezy. That's the sea breeze. And then like woodlands on my left, it's good. Chile showing off. Loving it. Well, you can see we're at the coast here now, and that's potentially a famous view of Conception. Wait, let me get going. I didn't think he let me through, but he did. Anyway, that's once again the ocean of Conception. It's a decent sized city, and it should be a time. So we're just heading to the center now. This is still the outskirts. That's why it looks pretty cool like that. See, there's the joke, yeah. I don't speak Spanish. Well, I speak Spanish, but I don't speak Chileno, like Chilean Spanish. And this is like the pinnacle of Chilean Spanish, I reckon. They sit with the megaphone on top of the car. He didn't play it. I mean, like, he's just speaking into the microphone. Did you? That's it there. He's saying something about what he's selling. He had fruit and veg in the back, but we're hitting up a ferreteria because we need just zip ties. Yeah, we got our like 8 zip ties, so I'm gonna be able to put the seatbelt back because my zip tie, I kind of just put it through here, and it just broke the other day. So I'm gonna be able to put that back, and I might, yeah, no, I thought I might need another zip tie like underneath the mate cup, from this side to give it a little support underneath, but I think it's gonna be fine. So we'll do that later, eh? Nice, good girl, Pati. So we got the tuk tuk all the way down there. We just stayed last night in this alojamiento, which just means, like, it doesn't mean hotel because that's hotel. I guess it just means like place to stay. I don't actually know the direct translation, but it's pretty general. It doesn't mean like cheap or expensive. It just, yeah, it's a good time. But Patty's just on the trot. And we've just made it to Constitucion. So it's a pretty chill city. The sea is literally that way, which is really nice. For like 4 streets away. And yeah, that beach vibe, or like the beach town is kind of throughout. So it's really nice to see. Stop. Sit. Stay. Relax, Pati. Good.
¿No permite cortar la oreja ahora?
¿Cómo?
¿No permite cortar la oreja ahora?
No, it's cortado.
La oreja? You don't speak Spanish?
I speak Spanish.
I can speak English very little.
Okay.
I come from Sweden.
Ah, see?
Yeah, and you? Where come you from?
Ryan. I'm from Australia.
Australia, wonderful country.
Bro was on something different. It was a Swedish lad, so I don't know. Anyway, Heidi's gotten so much better with commands. She's just, yeah, every day she pressing me so much, so little legend. We just literally got the tuk-tuk packed up. We had a good night's sleep and we're about to absolutely send it on out of here. En route to what I thought where we were was Conception, but we made it to Constitution. But I want to go to Conception. I thought that was the big city, but that'll take us a couple days to get to. Like, I've looked at a spot that I could probably stay in 2 days time, so I'm probably just trying to wild camp tonight and then tomorrow night arrive to like a chill location. It's nice when I'm like traveling without a sim, so let's not do life on hard mode, Ryan, and let's actually try to find a spot that allows dogs and for a decent price before we get to the place. We've walked like 4 streets and then that's the 3rd guy that's now commented on like how beautiful Patty is. He's saying in Chile they used to have like a lot of Dobermans, but now there aren't any, so I don't know, people are enjoying seeing her out on the street, I guess, which is cool. But we made it to the plaza and it's pretty decent. There's 2 food stands across the road and one's cooking up like nuts, maybe like honey nuts, I don't know, it smells really good. I'm just still waiting for Patty to use the bathroom, goodness me. Not feeling it, eh? So we're just leaving the town, but we're gonna hit up to some bakery first, get a bit of bread for the road. We do have this fat setup, little clothesline of stuff that didn't dry last night. We got the goods and we're out of here. We also fixed up the seat belt, so that's a promising sign. But yeah, oof, we kind of were parked illegally, so we barely made it out in time before we're holding up traffic. But it's a small town, so you kind of just shrug your shoulders and everyone's like, yeah, fair enough. but you do that in a big city here, and yeah, you get the same reactions as you probably should. It is what it is. What a day, what a day. We're out of Constitution. It's really cool that also the entrance and exit to the town crosses paths with here, so Google Maps is for once taking me on a more scenic route. Staying off the highways, we just got the turn off for 5 Sur, which is like Route 5 South. That's exactly what it translates to, but it's kind of catchy. Staying away from those major highways, and we're on these kind of back roads that take us more coastal through better scenery and with a max speed of 60 kilometers an hour, which is the exact max speed of my Tuk Tuk. So it works out freaking perfectly. So this is the setup. It's actually incredible. The Tuk Tuk, and literally behind it, that haze of blue, that is the ocean. So we've just stopped off. Yeah, gonna have a bit of breakfast. I bought 2 kilos of mañanita in Argentina, just because I was like, might not find a whole lot of range in Chile, and it's gonna be a lot more expensive. Pati, ¿a dónde vas? Good girl, good free. So yeah, I bought 2 kilos of that. It went really well the last time we were having it. So gonna open that up. And then my bakery haul. You go to a different country, they do a different style of bread. This is kind of how they do it, and it comes in 4, so that's like 1/2, and then you've got the same on the other half. Just a different style to how they shape it. So I've never seen that before, and then thought we'd treat ourselves. She explained to me that it was something with walnuts, so I don't exactly know what that's about, but we're gonna hook into that. I think it's like it's like a caramel filling, walnuts, nice and sweet on top, but not like too sweet. Hola, Pati. I can't even talk. I'm never gonna get tired of that view, eh? How nice is that? Something else to see the ocean and then the waves and that. Tuk Tuk parked up behind us. That's officially Patty's first beach. See. Happy. If a swim was even tempting, there's low key, where's the hill? You can see the ute for, I don't know, conservation, or I don't know, I think that's like the beach guardian basically. So yeah, I don't know, it's pretty rocky, pretty windy, pretty wavy. So even if it was kind of tempting, I'm like, Pati, ¿qué haces? Ladies and gentlemen, the two of us with a Tuk Tuk have made it to a beach. Like a beach. A non-commercial coastal beach, how good. My country's across the river, man. Not the river, but the ocean. It's a fair way. It's a bit of a swim, but you got New Zealand and then literally Australia, which is wild. My parents are like across the freaking way, you know? Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Zoomies! Go zoomies, Patty! Zoom! Zoom! She's having the best time, eh? Zoom! Hola, amigo! And now we got like the beautiful blessing of going through these I don't know, would you say that's a fishing town alongside the ocean? My heart, man. My heart. And Patty is freaking loving it. Oh my goodness. That's cool. Hey, relax. Oh, you go easy on the harness back there. Yeah, I know, it's exciting. Wow. Nah, but for real, why would anyone go highway? It's because they got a faster car. If your max speed of your vehicle is 50 kilometers an hour, these roads are 50 kilometers an hour. See? And it's like, this is just perfect. These are roads designed for tuk-tuks. He gave me the blink of the lights as well. It's like, they're loving it, we're loving it. The tuk-tuk's loving it as well. And we're not getting like overtaken by cars going 120. It's just like, secretly, the vehicle of choice is a tuk-tuk to drive Latin America. And we'll see about the United States. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Nothing's gonna stop us. We've got all the time in the world, and it's like, come on, don't be a bad vibe, let us through. That's kind of my mentality. Cheeky bit of roadworks. What else are we gonna do while we're waiting? Other than hook into a quick mate. How good, man. Just looked out to my right as well. That blue is the sea, Pati. We're just running on fumes, so we had to stop off for a desperate little Pati. Good side. Frick, she's amazing. Wow, look at her. She's just, oh my goodness. She gets nervous when I'm taking the gasoline tank, if she's still like in the back. What a spot to fill up though. This is a strawberry farm. If you see little dots of red, they're pretty much almost fully grown strawberries, which is like really cool. In the middle of nowhere, just pulled up. It's like the little details that even in a tuk-tuk you don't even see until you actually stop. So, and like, I don't know if they're weeds, but these are everywhere in Chile. The yellow flowers, they're gorgeous. Wind's blowing this way. I got the fun attempt of filling up the tuk-tuk with a like full big blue. So usually it's a tough one because yeah, when it's so full, like it's maxed out. Hey, side. Good side. The wind's blowing the left, so at least Paddy's on my right. There's a lot of wind. Fuck. Oh shit. Job done. Cutie. Frick, you're good, eh? Nice. Of course, you know as well how it is. We were like, rude not to just sip on a bit of mate while you're doing anything other than driving, right? And because we kind of made a mess, I do like to always, like, it's inevitable to not have that happen every time. So I don't know, until we kind of, if we ever upgrade to one where the spout's connected to the gas bottle, we're just gonna have that problem. Like, I made an absolute mess. There we go. Just let that, yeah, to not just have fuel on the tuk-tuk. Sorry, Putty. And we're back on road. I guess if you've been following these episodes, this looks pretty extra, but I don't know, I don't usually film everything, but yeah, I'm keen to show you guys a little bit more of like the daily life of living spontaneously on the road in the tuk-tuk. So this is kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of feeling like, oh, driving's just getting me feeling a type of way. Might have a little bit of a power nap, you know, or just even a rest. until we're feeling like getting back out there. What do you think? Sounds like a plan. So that might have been the most gangster thing I've ever done with a tuk-tuk so far on this journey. But the ute, he's just rounded this corner. He's in front of me and one of his sofas just lost a pillow and I've done a drive-by pickup. So I'm gonna try to catch up to him. The max speed is 50 k's an hour. I can still see him. That's the blessing of this road. We might be able to get his pillow back to him. Slim chance. We'll see how it goes. I personally don't need a pillow. I don't have any space for a pillow. I'm sure he'd like to have his pillow, so we'll try to get his pillow back. I still think we're trying to track this, bro. I see him like yonks over there. We're not the fastest designed vehicle for twisties, I can't lie. So we're out here. That's a 90-degree bend on 3 wheels. It's nothing easy. Paddy's enjoying the pillow though. Shit. And peligrosa, that means dangerous. And we're out here one-handing it in a 3-wheel vehicle, far from sending it. Hola, hola. Legend. So that's the highway up there, that little barricade. And this looks very abandoned. Those fallen sticks and twigs over the road before look like they haven't been broken for ages. Like they've been sitting there. No tires have driven across it, so to anybody that asks, we still got the pillow, by the way. That's a damn shame. Yeah, all right, Paddy, let's get you up. Yeah, to anyone that asks, we're kind of just having a walk, just stretching the legs. The tuk-tuk can barely get across that mud. And yeah, you can see the highway's just there. So we need to find a spot where we're not visible from the road, but hopefully those like street dogs from the neighbors don't, I don't know, I think they're barking because they know we're here, but hopefully they're not going at it the whole time. But so there's like a shack there, but it's like, frick. Oh, there's a house right there, I think. I don't think this is the guy. So, yeah, apparently we're taking a tree with us on the way out. A bit worried about the section. Barely. Fishtailing back there. And we're heading on out. Onwards and upwards, it just wasn't meant to be. Trust the instincts, and the instincts were saying no. I'm just pretty drained, pretty exhausted, and then now I'm like, oh, what a shame. Gotta keep on going, try to find a wild camp attempt number 2. I just got stopped by some legendary, I was gonna say, it's like military basically, but the Caballeros? No, I forgot the name, because I just know that in Argentina it's Gendarmeria, but they just told me, someone in the comments probably knows what the military in Chile is called, but it was just a cool interaction, so everyone's just kind of gobsmacked with what I'm doing. And like sometimes they don't want to stop me because they're just like, well, that's a cool thing this guy's doing, but then other times they're like, now let's stop this guy to ask what he's about and just check his documents at the same time. Yeah, so it's just getting on about 6 o'clock. Tori's definitely telling me she's tired and saying, nah, let's not do this anymore. Let's stop for the night. And I'm telling her like, yeah, I know, I get it, I wish. This is like attempt number 4 maybe, of me seeing a potential. See that? I don't know. Just shooting off the highway. The next city along the highway is in 50 or so kilometers, so we just have to find something before then, but no, I'm not loving this. Last few days I was having luck with these unnamed kind of turn-offs, but it kind of really is just Hail Mary attempts, seeing a unnamed dirt road turn-off and then just trialing it. It's worth checking because it takes us like, well, 10-15 seconds, and that was just a turn-off to left went to like a house, and the right looked like it went to a house, so it's like, all right, we're about to head up that. Shoot, man. I thought from the road I saw this was open. It's definitely not. I was just like, there's no way to lift the fence up, is there? Nah, we're not gonna try that. Let's not do that. All right. Let's keep on cracking, Paddy. We'll find something eventually. You need a pee? I'll let you out. These attempts are getting more desperate, and we're not liking that. Attempt, I think this is number 8 now. Scout it out with me, girl. Yeah. Could be good. There's plenty of spots where it's more like a built-up section of this tree covering from the bridge. We are still trying to hide a yellow tuk tuk though, but it's important that if we're going to camp on this kind of like driveway thing, it's important that there's no houses that are down this way. Frick, as I say that. That's a gate, so it's like, this might be more or less the driveway to someone's private property. But then, it's like, if they're coming in and out of there, if we just pass the night, no, we're not going to be bothering anyone. That's... What did you see? You felt water, didn't you? I don't think she saw that was like a little creek. That is nice though. This spot is good. Right near the river. Yeah, like if we're not on this guy's property and this is like a government driveway, and if we're just camped up here, I think that'll be sweet. I'm sick of looking, so fingers crossed. What did you see, Patin? Let's see. If the state of this lock is like absolutely cooked, we're gonna be anxiety free. What do you think? Is that getting used? I got no clue, eh? This is the spot though. Let's just hope we're not woken up by cowboys again like the other morning. Goodness. We're gonna get set up. These are some huge pine cones, man. Interesting. So you ain't never seen such an efficient setup. We've already got, Patty's had dinner. She's just absolutely hooved that down. We've got rice cooking up because I'm just getting hungry. And just as I'm doing all that and prepping that, I'm gonna do a drone scout before we set up any tent or anything. So, mate, we're gonna be, we're living it. We are living it. We're in it for sure. I'll give you the verdict. Well, you'll see very shortly, as soon as I get the drone up in the air, of how occupied this space is. I'm gonna do a live voiceover while I fly this thing. So we're just aerialing up, and then we're going
looking down this driveway. That's where the driveway where the gate is, and there's still nothing. It's just shame, dog. There's a house at the end of that road. So this gate where we're at, right below us, that's the gate right there. And then where we are, obviously camped up. So we definitely won't fly it down this road and then have them be like, what's going on? Let's go check it out. It's a beautiful creek there though. That's a setup. Yeah, fingers crossed these legends are just like battering down the hatches for the night and that they're not coming out of their spot anytime soon. So yeah, that's the highway that we kind of came down on, and the bridge that you can see from where we camped at. So it was a cheeky little driveway. Because we're not bothering anyone, I'm like, we'll be sweet, but we'll see what happens there. What's behind us? Man, these pine trees, hey, they're gorgeous. And that creek, it's a nice one. Just lowering the drone, all good. All right, that's the setup. And just like that, just brought the drone down and then water's boiled, ready to go. So chucked the rice in. That, just charging in the back. Having a bit of this bad boy. For when I do have meat, that'll be the bee's knees. It's like a Chilean sauce dressing, meat sauce dressing, but chucking it over the lentils and rice and a bit of veg. Job done. And then I got leftovers for lunch tomorrow as well. So we're chilling, aren't we, Paddy? Even though we're in Chile, we like bought bread this morning. The cost of these ingredients and the fuel, yeah, it's like we're living on maybe 15 USD a day, like when we're camping. And that's incredible. Hey, it's okay. Paddy's really nervous because there's just a lot of cows that came to this gate. Hola. Frick. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Frick. Especially that dude on the right. He looks like he could do some damage. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Man, I thought I was gonna have to just ask if we can pass the night here. Say like we've been driving all day, which we have, but like I thought someone was herding the cows to the fence, but in all honesty, the cows have just migrated themselves. So, all right, hopefully they just shoot back, because having Paddy high alert is not going to be a good thing. She was shivering, huh? You're okay. You're okay. You're alright. Yeah, don't stress. Good girl. Stay with me. The cows are just having a laugh at this point. They're still hanging around, and Paddy's not having a bar of it, eh? Stress. Yep. So I've just gotten set up, and I've just across the river, I've seen someone with a flashlight just walking to the bridge. So I'm gonna chuck it away, but yeah, hopefully it's chill. Yeah, it's been like 5 minutes now. I was expecting the guy to cross the bridge and then come to talk to me face to face, rather than talking to me across the river. I don't know if he saw me, because like on the camera it looks dark, right? But to be honest, like the moon's really bright, so I could see him without the torch if he didn't have it. He didn't point the torch at me, but it would have been really easy to just turn your head and see that there's a tent. I was like literally walking down the river to brush my teeth, just call it a night. And now I've just gotten like sent into paranoia, you know what I mean? I'm looking roadside, I got the tuk tuk behind me. I'm gonna put the flashlight away because I'm being a dickhead. I'm going to bed. I'll update you guys in the morning. Hopefully. Well, that was the setup. We made it through the night. We're about to let Patty out of the tuk tuk. We slept like maybe 10 hours, which is good. I sleep so good in the tent. It's actually insane. Buenos dias. Buenos dias, señorita. It's good to see you. We never got bothered by that dude with a flashlight last night, and which is good. It's nice to just open my eyes and the sun's up, and then knowing like, oh yeah, we made it. I might just get the editing of like the last couple of days of what I've been recording. If I edit like as I am recording the days, it's really easy for me to just make the finishing touches and then get it out like quite quickly for you guys on a Sunday, so you can see the week that was. Life on the road in the tuk-tuk. What a day, what a day. Let's get it, Patty. Yo, the edits are going really well. The sun's on my back. We've repositioned the tuk-tuk, so it's just really good. And Patty is having the best time. I'm just grateful for the opportunity I have to give her the life that she deserves. Frick, and like she's helping me out so much. Absolute legend. What a team we're creating. Proud of you, Patty. Proud of you.